My name is Summer, and this film is dedicated to my sister Ashley. It was made with the help of family and friends, and I'm hoping that it will help everyone to heal. Opiates have been used to conquer and colonize indigenous peoples all over the world for centuries. Laudanum was a drug used in the mid-1800s during the genocide of our once-strong traditional Indian tribes of Western Canada. Genocide is still continuing from the time of colonization, with people overdosing every day from opioids. We are in a state of emergency.
Just wanted to see how everyone is doing this fabulous Monday, getting back to work and everything. I just came on to jump on to talk to you guys about a little bit of products that I'm finding that are helping me really well.
I'm the mother to Ashley Radke, who passed away from an opiate overdose almost a year ago. Ashley was a strong, independent person. She worked in camp for a year and a half before she had to leave camp due to injury to her knee. And things just got progressively worse for Ashley.
I suffer from ankylosing spondylitis, and I've been diagnosed since about 2013, and that is fusing every single bone in my body. Very sucky.
Prescribed a small amount of opiates during this time while she was waiting for her treatment. Her chronic pain got really bad, and so she was prescribed more and more opiates. She became depressed, so she was prescribed antidepressants. Things just seemed to go downhill for her, and I think it was her addictions to the opiates.
Igual mi uma opioid crisis waps kuyaski sikata. Uyan mahgyugaki hipitat. Iguchanum sta anot achsun kap muhtimaga kitaskina.
Tonight, Ashley was rushed to the hospital, to Misericordia. I sat there with her for quite a long time before the nurses said, because of the amount of sleeping pills she had taken, that she would sleep for a long time and to go home, get some rest. And I begged them, I said, please call me when she wakes up. She didn't have any shoes. And they assured me that they would call me. And I went home. I called twice. And I asked, and she's still sleeping. And then to be told that she was at home taking pills again, going down and finding her dirty feet from her walking home, disorientated in the middle of the afternoon. You can't tell me nobody saw her. Shame on you, Misericordia, for letting her out like that and not contacting me, especially when you knew the state that she was in.
She made me a promise. She said, well, she didn't say, but I asked her, I held her hand when she was in the hospital bed, and I said, will you promise me you won't do this again? And she said, yeah. She nodded her head. When she did it this third time, that really hit me, because she promised me, and I forgive her for that, but sometimes I wish that her promise would have came through fully.
I think that there was a lot of alternative things that Ashley could have taken besides being given more and more opiates.
Iguama mayum ni hiyo gagis kana mahtu ni hiyo pikskun, ni hiyo sichigyon, umamos chigyon. Higutan ayo wagwanuhtiu ni hiyo.
Tansei, my name is Chief Billy Morin. I think spiritually what we have to do is bring back these ceremonies. And there are things you cannot read in a book. There are things you cannot write down on a piece of paper. But when you go to these places and these ceremonies, good things just happen. and it's a belief, it's a spirit, and that's something you just can't learn in your MOU negotiations with Rachel Notley or Amir Iveson. Good people, but I think that's where reconciliation has to start, is within yourself and within your nation and your families first. Ashley was, you can have a laugh with, who was, as much pain as she was going through, a lot of people just talk about the positive times with Ashley, and that's the image I have of her. The root cause of the epidemic on opioids, 100 plus years of putting First Nations in a box on a reserve, and really taking away what it means to be a human being. When you put First Nations people, or any people for that matter, in a box, bad things tend to happen. When you take away their spirituality, when you take away their way of living, when you take away their kinship with, when you take away their kids, when you take away their spirit, I think that's truly the root cause of the opioid crisis.
It's important for people to get the training due to the opiate outbreak that we're having. It's an epidemic right now, and we're losing 700 people last year, which is roughly 2 people a day. And if we can save 1 life a day, that'll cut down on the stats for next year.
I miss you, Ashley, and I love you, and I would like for you to visit. Ever since she's passed, I've had dreams of her, and it's like she's visiting. And it's just like she's checking up on me.
I hope to help all of you as well, because no matter what, everyone needs help, and we shouldn't have to go it alone. And hello, my love.
And no one can replace her, because she was Ashley. She was the person who could make you smile even if you had the worst day.